Hello everyone, welcome to another GT Sport FIA Nations 2020 series quickfire strategy guide. It's round 6, we're going to the Nurburgring GP and it is Group 4 machinery. So here's the settings on the screen. Timer at times 8, fuel at times 3, 10 laps of this circuit, and we'll scroll down to the race details. Medium and soft tyres available and both are mandatory to be run during the race. So one thing you may have noted there from the settings that this one is actually a grid start with a full start check, so you probably want to be having traction control on to get the car off the line if you don't use it. If you do use it, then nothing to worry about there. So we have to get a little bit naughty with the AI cars to make sure we get into turn 1 first. I think you can brake just before the 50 metre mark to get the car in. Just remember you've got cold tyres on that start. So both the soft tyre and the medium tyre are mandatory for this one, which in some ways it does limit the strategy. It gives us no options to do the no stopper because we've got to run two different types of tyre. So that really boils down to a one stopper. Whether you start on mediums or whether you start on softs. Obviously the soft tyres are going to be a little bit quicker from my calculations. They sort of, from when on the same kind of fuel load, it's about 1 to 1.2 seconds a lap. Gap maybe comes down a little bit as the sort of laps boil down, but you do want to be obviously running the soft tyres for as long as possible. This first run that we're taking a look at here, I've started on the soft tyres and I've been a little bit harsh on them, too much sliding I think, and we've kind of burned them out. So at the end of lap 6 I've decided to come in and I'm going to take on a set of mediums. Because at this point I do think I'm going to be slightly quicker on fresh mediums compared to worn softs. So it gives us a wee chance to take a look at the pit lane loss. Nurburgring generally quite long compared to some tracks. I've calculated the pit loss to be about 9.3 seconds. So obviously that does rule out a 2-stop to be competitive as well. Might have been the option to go soft and just run one lap at the end on mediums. But that pit lane loss is just too much to make that an option. So we took on our new set of mediums and it looked like it was the right choice. We're sort of doing mid 204s, which is actually quicker than our last flying lap on the soft tyres. When we come up to the end of the run here, we've caught, I think that's actually 18th place of the AI cars. And we come across the line for another 204.6. So if looks like the soft tyre window, maybe about lap 6, 7. Depending on what car you use. Now the car we ran here is the Toyota 86. I think the three cars that are going to be popular for this one is this car, the Alfa Romeo 4C and the Renault Megane Trophy. This is my preferred car out of the three and that's why I chose that. So we tried a second run, we're starting on medium tyres here and we're going to put on the end of lap 3 and see if we can make our soft tyres last a little bit longer. So I changed my tactics up a little bit here when running the soft tyres. I tried to be quite a bit less aggressive and stop that rear end sliding under braking. And I think it's kind of, the results are there to see in the lap time. So we managed to keep it in the 203s for the first 4 flying laps, edging into the 204s, and even here on lap 10 the tyres are still feeling absolutely fine. So a 7 lap stint on the soft tyres absolutely possible. It will require a little bit of management. That's obviously for this car. I haven't had a chance to test the 4C or the Megane Trophy. Obviously 2 cars that are very kind on their tyres anyway. And I expect that both those cars would be absolutely capable of running 7 laps on the softs as well. So just going to skip forward to the end of lap 10 here. We do get held up by the AI car as we come out the chicane, so the lap time here not going to be representative. It did look like we were on for about a mid 204. So yeah, as I said, the soft tyres holding up no problem over 7 laps with a little bit of tyre management thrown in. So that's the end of that run there. Now we did actually finish both those runs with a penalty. Certainly something worth pointing out is that track limits are can be pushed at this track, but if you try and push them too far you can easily pick up silly little track limits penalties, and that's certainly something that's going to ruin your race if you pick up too many of them, so do be careful of them as well. So just to recap, this one's pretty much just a case of maximising your soft tyre stint. I think if you start at the front, you want to be maybe starting on the soft tyres, taking advantage of them, try and get away from the midfield melee, build up a gap. Sort of once you sort of feel that your soft tyres are past their best, move on to the mediums, and at that point they should just about be able to hold their own. Starting towards the rear, you're going to try and get those mediums out of the way. I think 7 laps absolutely possible. If you're really good in tyre wear, you can maybe get 8 laps out of them. But certainly you want to be sort of maximising that soft tyre stint. Anyway, that's my thoughts for this one. This has been another quickfire strategy guide. Please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button. I do appreciate them all. And I shall see you on the next one, which will be a video for the Manufacturers Championship Round 6 coming up tomorrow. Goodbye now.